demolishing atheism?
Yes, ma'am.
How could it be possible that a God exists and created such an infinite plane of such an infinite plane because such an infinite universe?
Infinite.
I mean, it infinitely expands, doesn't it?
Well, I'm a Christian. I don't know where the Bible says anything about infinity. Okay. Do you mean unimaginably large?
Well, I was referring to infinity, but I guess it could be interpreted that
Do you know what infinity means?
an unending and not and something that never ended and never began technically.
Yeah, well, the Bible doesn't teach that God instituted an infinity. It says God instituted creation, which by definition is finite. It began to exist.
Well, it doesn't seem to be after scientific knowledge.
I didn't hear your last sentence.
It didn't seem to be after scientific knowledge was gained.
Um, how would you be able to determine that something is infinite?
Well, I'm not really sure.
Well,
It
then why
seems
are
to
you
be
asserting
infinitely.
then? Well, how would it seem to be infinite?
I can't really
Look,
say
look,
things.
David. When you get a chance, there's a guy by the name of David Hilbert. Okay, he was one of the greatest mathematicians in the 20th century. He wrote a paper called On Infinities, and in the paper he said infinities are nowhere to be found in nature. Infinities are conceptual within the realm of mathematics, but actual infinities, where is there an actual infinity? Now, if you want to say God, how did God create an unimaginably large creation or universe? Say, oh, he's omnipotent. He is the grounds of all possibility and impossibility.
Does, it, does God know that they are omnipotent?
Does God know what?
Does God know that they are omnipotent?
Yeah, you're either too close to your microphone or it's too sensitive. Turn down your sensitivity. Does God know what?
That they are omnipotent?
Does God know that they are omnipotent? Do you mean himself?
I guess I would accept himself.
Yeah, God knows that he's omnipotent and omniscient. Yes.
How could you know that?
How could I know that, or do you
How
mean
could
how could he?
anyone know that?
Because God would disclose it. Just the same way. Do you know your mother's middle name?
That's not really the same.
No, it is the same because we have a knower who imparts knowledge to somebody who doesn't know.
How,
Did your mother ever tell you the name of her first boyfriend? Did
no.
she ever tell you where she met your father?
No.
Did she ever tell you where they got married?
Yes.
Okay, so you weren't there when they got married, right?
Of course.
Good, then how could you know?
Well, I don't really know. I could say
When,
that based on what I've been told, yes, they were married
well,
there.
if you will know it if there's a justificatory path, if there's an actual path, okay? Now, you having confidence that that it's true is another issue, okay? But knowledge has to do with a justified path, not simply your confidence level, okay? So,
Probably.
could you know where your mother met your father or where your mother married your father? Could you know that? Well, of
Not
course you
really.
could. Sure you
You
can.
can't really know anything.
Well, that statement is a knowledge statement. Do you know that?
Well, I wouldn't say I could completely know that.
Well, then if you can't know anything, then why are you asserting that? You don't know that, do you?
Oh, I wasn't trying to assert that. I was trying to
You
state
just did.
that
You
as
did
a
assert it.
possibility.
No, you said we can't know it. Okay. Look, if I tell you it's raining outside, okay? If I say it is raining outside, that's the equivalent of me saying it is true that it is raining outside. Right? Same thing. If you say we cannot know anything, that's the same thing as saying it's true we cannot know anything. That's a knowledge statement.
I'm willing to not accept that knowledge statement.
All right, well, I guess I'm wasting my time talking with you.
I guess. Well, goodbye.